the Great Super Sausage Rescue Operation. It was a peaceful night, and the whole town was fast asleep. But something very important was missing. The Super Sausage Trophy for the annual Pet Festival was gone. On the empty awards pedestal, only a single strand of black cat fur remained. The culprit was Grumpy Cat, who lived next door. Large and a bit plump, Grumpy Cat was slowly trudging along, struggling to hold the stolen trophy in his arms. The giant gold trophy completely hid his face, but his sneaky, satisfied smile peeked out from underneath. Just then, the town's brave hero, a small white puppy named Bolt, sprang up from his bed. Bolt had an instant feeling that something was wrong. The moment his eyes flashed with resolve, a faint blue lightning energy began to flicker around his body. Mission ready. Bolt didn't have a second to waste. He began to streak through the darkness to retrieve the trophy. As Bolt gained speed, a long, flowing trail of blue and cyan lightning energy stretched out behind him like a tail. This lightning was the sign of his super speed power. But Grumpy Cat was cunning. He had set up silly obstacles in Bolt's path. Suddenly, a pile of laundry hanging on a line threatened to drop right in front of Bolt. But that was no problem for Bolt. He zipped underneath it like a flash of lightning. The first big hurdle, a ridiculously huge mountain of dog bones stacked by Grumpy Cat, was blocking the way. Bolt didn't slow down. Concentrating the lightning energy all over his body, he made a powerful, high leap into the air. The next challenge was getting through a narrow, slippery chimney. Grumpy Cat thought Bolt would get stuck there, but Bolt entered the chimney opening as if he was being sucked in. The inside of the chimney was filled with Bolt's blue light, glowing like a giant, bright tunnel. Finally, Bolt arrived at Grumpy Cat's messy hideout. Grumpy Cat hugged the trophy tight and growled, "It's mine!" Bolt faced him in a tense, ready stance. The time had come to settle the score. Bolt began his final move. He started running circles around Grumpy Cat at super speed. The blue lightning rotated fiercely, creating a powerful whirlwind wind. All the junk in Grumpy Cat's hideout began to spin and float up into the air. Powerless and disoriented from the shock of the super speed vortex, Grumpy Cat finally lost his grip on the trophy with a shout of, "Oops!" The Super Sausage Trophy slipped out of his arms and soared high into the air. Flash! Bolt leaped up at super speed and gently snagged the trophy in his mouth. Landing back on the floor with the trophy held safe, the blue lightning of victory shone strongest around his body. Mission accomplished. Just before dawn, Bolt carefully placed the trophy back on its original pedestal. Then, tired from his adventure, he curled up and fell asleep right next to it. A tiny, lightning-shaped afterimage briefly flickered near the sleeping puppy, but peace had returned once more. Good night, everyone. Thanks to Bolt.